What's up, YouTube? This is Peter Storm. You're watching UCL Confidential on Facebook.
And this is Bruce KiVo for MMA Confidential. Another edition of UCL Confidential with Peter Storm, baby. Peter, the upcoming UCL is going to be real exciting. The 135-pound division is brand new. Tell me what's going on with that.
All right, so we got a title that we're instating for the 135-pound division. All right, the 135-pound division for about a year has been pretty active, pretty hot. So I decided to instate a title. Right now, the main head runner is a guy named Desmond Nelson. Desmond Nelson is fighting on April 28th. He's fighting in a strike match against Will Cavalli. That's kind of a little bit of bad blood, a rematch they both wanted. Will Cavalli has been asking for that rematch. Desmond's been asking for it. Now it's going to get done. Here's what happens, though. Whether Desmond wins or loses,
he still fights for the title.
Yes. Whether he wins or loses that fight, he still fights for the title. So, also on that card is a 135-pound fight between a guy named Alex Allion and Patati Rambros. Rambros is my guy. You may remember him from the last show. He fought Chad Hernandez on like a 2-minute notice.
I remember, and Allion's a brand new guy.
And Allion's a brand new guy. We've never heard from him. We don't know anything about him. He's never fought in the UCL. So, you know, there's a lot of question marks regarding these two guys, their capabilities, and, you know, what can they bring to the table. Regardless of what they can bring to the table, only one of them can win. And whoever wins goes on to face Desmond Nelson, whether Desmond Nelson wins or loses.
Gotcha.
So it's a win-win situation for Desmond, you know, in his first fight, you know. So it'll be interesting to see how everything unfolds with that. Plus, you know, once you instate a title, you get more guys who are interested in competing, more guys who are interested in competing in that division. So that division is only going to grow now.
And we're going to find out who's going to be the new champ, 135, on April 28th. So that's going to be pretty cool.
Right. I mean, you know, listen, I got that guy Rambros who I'm training. He's my guy. He's the guy I'm rooting for. But realistically, this is...
I give the edge to Desmond.
Well, this is his tournament to win or lose, you know? It's up to him whether, you know, he has the most experience. He fought every show last year, and the guy's just an amazing fighter. He just gets better every fight, you know? And that, he still hasn't reached his potential, you know? So he still has a long way to go, and but he gets better every show. So this show, it's going to be interesting to see, you know, what he brings to the table and how he can finish off his second fight, you know. And does he finish his first fight? Yeah. You know, will he lose the first fight? Yeah. There's a lot of question marks regarding the 135-pound division and this show, but that's what's going to make the show that much exciting and you know, marketable.
And also the 155-pound title is up for grabs. Chad Hernandez has got a torn MCL. What are you going to do about that division?
Chad is out right now. He's done probably for a couple of months. Great fighter, great fighter, great warrior. You know, he was destined to win the belt, and he did. Unfortunately, you know, as fate would have it, he's injured, and he has to sit out for a while. So with that being said, the belt's now vacated. There's a lot of ideas and a lot of suggestions I've gotten regarding what I should do with that belt. Should I leave it at 155 pounds? Should I bring it up to 185 pounds? Should I, you know, what should I do with the belt? So I've got about another week or so to decide what I'm going to do with it. Ideally, I would like to leave it at 155, but, you know, you got Jerome Mickle. And Jerome Mickle's 170, and Mike Brown, who's about 181.
So Jerome Mickle can go down to maybe 160, 165, but he's not going to go down to 155.
No, he's not going to make 155. But the reason I mentioned their weights is because they're fighting in the main event in a super fight. And if I was to make that a title fight, then, you know, essentially the title would be either in the middleweight division, if Mike Brown won, or the welterweight division if Jerome Mickle won. So it's you know, I'm still hesitant as to what I'm going to do with the title, if I'm going to you know, if I'm going to put it up for that fight, and if I do, at what weight class will I put it at, you know? or will I just leave it at 155 and just have another tournament or something? You know, so there's a lot of question marks, and I gotta, you know, like I said, I'm gonna decide that probably about a couple of days before the show, and we'll see. Let's see.
Either way, it's gonna be a great fight. I'm hoping you make it a title fight, Pete, because I think Jerome Mickle, he's undefeated. I think 6-0, right?
Right, right.
And Mike Brown's an excellent fighter.
It's 2-0.
Yeah.
Right, so
they both bring different things to the table.
Right, so potentially there could be 2 title fights.
Yeah.
At next week's event. You know, so let's see what happens. Again, I would have to consult with everyone and just figure out, you know, which way I want to, you know, how I want to do it, or do I just want to leave the belt vacant until the next event? You know.
Yeah. And you're also bringing back the old school, that 1 15-minute round, the Ironman tournament. Tell me about that.
Right. So now we have an Ironman division. We have we're gonna start doing Ironman matches at future shows. We have 2, basically with the Ironman matches are specialty matches. The first match is 1 15-minute round, period. That's it. There's no in between. There's no going to corner to get water. None of that.
You're either in shape. You're either here to fight or you're not.
1 15-minute Vale Tudo fight.
Yeah.
Old school, just like how I used to do it back in the day.
And Renzo Gracie said most fighters today wouldn't shine in a 15-minute round.
Not at all. Renzo's 100% right.
He knows.
And then the other specialty match is a triple threat match, which is basically every other round will have a certain style of fighting. So the first round would be a submission grappling match. The second round would be a kickboxing match, and the third round would be a full MMA match. Yeah. So you know, that's something I took from the old school
in Chicago.
Yep, the old school Shidokan organization where that's what they used to do.
It used to be on TV many years ago.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So that's what inspired me to put together that style of match. So it would be 6 rounds, and
6 3-minute rounds.
Possibly, yeah. 6 3-minute rounds, and rounds 1 and 4 would be grappling. Rounds 2 and 5 would be kickboxing, and rounds 3 and 6 would be MMA.
Sounds cool. So the upcoming UCL is going to be real hot. Also, you got some kind of co-promotion going on with Friday Night Fights. What's happening with that?
Well, Friday Night Fights here in New York City is known for doing boxing and Muay Thai. Now they're getting into MMA, amateur MMA. I like the rules, the regulations, and the way they're setting everything up.
And they always have a packed house.
Right. So they reached out to me, and you know, like most promoters do, and you know, I agreed to work with them because at the end of the day, it has to benefit me, my fighters, my league, you know, and everybody has to grow from it, you know. So May 17th, Friday, May 17th, they have an event in New York City, and you'll be seeing some UCL fighters on that card, and should be a very solid card, you know.
If you're in New York, no matter where you are, don't miss it. I'm Bruce KiVo from MMA Confidential, and that's Peter Storm. Thank you, brother.